On this snowy day, I wanted to give you guys a quick demonstration on how to play the Native American style flute, and particularly the drone flute. I want to give some tips on beginning to work on the pressure and beginning to understand the finger holes on it. And all the Native American flutes that I make use a leather tie. And typically there's some sort of fetish or carving or a wooden block, but I find that leather doesn't wet out as easily. Wood tends to accumulate moisture, and it can lead to cracking in the upper portion or the bottom portion. The leather is really good at absorbing the extra moisture, so there's never an issue with that. They're easily adjustable as well, so these can come on and off if you're worried about them being wet from you playing for a long period of time. They're just a lot more adaptable, and it's all made out of recycled material. I forage for these flutes with material that grows around here, and this is all recycled leather, so might as well make use of something that's been gotten rid of by somebody. But these are all fixed scale flutes, and you can achieve different notes out of this scale by cross-fingering, but that'll be something we cover in another video. But if you're playing this flute in this scale, you always want to go in order of the notes that are on the flute. So this one in particular has 5 holes. It's a pentatonic minor scale. And a good place to start would be to put your mouth up to the flute, and you're breathing out. You're not blowing a candle out. It's not that amount of pressure, but it's almost just like an exhale. So you start with all fingers covering the holes, breathing out slowly until you get a steady tone that's not wavering all that much. And once you're there, you can start picking up your fingers one by one and moving up the scale. I'd recommend practicing going up and down the scale a couple times just to get familiar with where these two hands are going. So I'll give you an example of that. So once you're a little more comfortable with that, you'll start to hear melodies. You might hear music that uses the pentatonic minor scale. And if you wish to move up to this note in the scale, the third opening, you couldn't lift up just that finger. It'll be out of the scale. So you have to lift up all the fingers before you get to that note in order to play it. So if I'm playing the third note in the scale, I have to go. So as long as the fingers in front of the other ones are up, you'll be in the pentatonic minor scale. Some flutes you can overblow to create another note, but again, that'll be another video. So to begin with, practice using a light breath, like you're breathing out, going up and down the scale. And there are all sorts of ornamentation. The noise you just heard, the sort of like chirp, that noise is achieved just by lifting up a finger real quick, but again, that'll be in a future video. In particular, I had a customer ask about starting place for drone flutes. And drone flutes are exactly the same. I'd recommend starting just playing one side. So again, this is a pentatonic minor scale. Once you feel comfortable with the noises that you're making, you can breathe out into both at the same time. So you're, again, kissing, not eating the flutes. And you're breathing into both of the openings at the same time. And you're applying a slight bit more pressure. If you apply too much, it'll overblow. So this is what it sounds like with the right amount of pressure applied. So again, I'd recommend going up and down the scale a few times, just by itself. And then add it together. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact me either on Etsy, on Rewildyoursoul, or on this page. But I'm going to be doing a whole series of videos talking about playing techniques, good places to start, and maybe some patterns that you could be working on as you're beginning to learn the flute. But I'll leave you with a little bit of a song. Stay well, and remember, our flutes can be found on our Rewild Your Soul Etsy page. Have a good day.